Welcome to Phatt Chat, episode 20. We've got Josh with us, as always.
Hello, everybody.
We have Peter with us, hanging out. And we have the birthday boy, Zach.
Happy birthday, Zach.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. Yep. I appreciate it. You guys are a few weeks late. It's okay, though.
No, it's your whole month.
It is the whole month, but the birthday is past.
But it was sometime in this month, in this quarter.
But I get the whole rest of the month. I got a few more days to go.
Yeah. So you get the rest of the year. We're just going to celebrate your birthday from now on.
It's been really good.
It's always Zach's birthday, you guys. You should just send him presents. It doesn't have to be expensive stuff. You
can
literally
let's not send presents.
No, let's send him presents.
You can reward us
with your presents
by buying an Insert Disc 4 shirt.
And then what you can do is send him pieces of it at a time.
But don't send me pieces of anything else, like the murder victim you're trying to hide. Yeah, we don't want to be part of that. We'd like not to be part of that.
Maybe pieces of 8, but
that's about it.
Send him everything you can, you guys. It's his birthday year round, so make sure you just send him gifts. Send him happy birthdays, the most ridiculous birthday cards you can find. Tweet them at him.
We should throw It's Not Zach birthday party.
Let's do it.
Ooh.
Yes.
That's a good reason to get it trashed.
Terrific. It's a good reason.
You're totally invited because it's not your birthday.
Boom.
Boom.
It's your unbirthday, sir. Very merry unbirthday.
And I can cry if I want to. Terrific. Die if I want to.
Episode 20, you guys, goes up every week on SoundCloud and YouTube. Now that we have video, love the video. It's fantastic. You can go to phatgaming.com. It'll take you to all of our great things. It'll show you guys our Twitter, our YouTube, and the store is currently down, but it will be back soon. So this week, you guys, we've got a lot going on. Some pretty cool news. I know kind of stuff that kind of touched on what we discussed last week. Let's talk about the NX controller. They showed it. It looked terrible. We all hated it. Turns out it was a hoax. Feelings on that?
It was an oval Vita. I was really excited for it, to be completely honest. Not so much the design, but man, but it was a hoax. And then you have more details on it.
Yeah, so there was a picture that was released that was a hoax, and then somebody had taken that picture and actually built a model of it that they actually had on a video where they were showing it around like on a desk, and that was fake because that was actually these people who build like 3D, have a 3D printer. They're like, it's their
job.
It's like their job. It's like their company. And then they built it. And then they're like, oh, this is what it is. And they came out. They're like, well, we're sorry. This was a hoax. I'm so sorry. So bad. And then you're like, this is how it works. And they showed you how they made it. But I saw some real cool concept footage of it where like if that was real, I would have liked it, because it had the whole, like, you press the button and then it like pops up like a menu and it's like a touch screen.
The whole thing, though, was based off the patent that Nintendo filed, so it's not completely made up.
The patent?
Patent, general patent. Sure.
Okay, we live in America.
Sure.
Okay.
You know what I'm trying to say. So it was off actually like their schematic drawings, and they're usually pretty close to what they file.
Except it didn't have a 3D cutout guy walking through trees. That was the only thing that I didn't see from the schematic.
My real issue with it
would have sold me.
It's small.
Just like it didn't fit in your hand. Like there was obviously no way for it to, there was no like grip.
There's no ergonomics.
Yeah.
Like zero.
It was like it came to a point.
It's almost like a phone with a controller attached to it.
But if your phone came to a point at the end, yeah, it'd be ridiculous. So yeah, it just, I'm glad it's a hoax. Nintendo, please.
Judged by all the fun people made of them online, just take it as a hint. And
please
come out with more cell phone games.
When has that ever worked, though? When has Nintendo ever listened to the community?
No.
Please.
I think he's saying please.
Stop.
Do not.
Anybody else hear him?
Do not
sorry.
make that your console.
These are the cries landing on the welcome mat of Nintendo's doorstep.
Oh, no, it needed to be like under there. So anyone listening, it was like subliminal, like, please don't do it.
Now you're just begging.
It's
now you're
I am literally begging you, Nintendo. Do not make that your console.
Don't do it.
All right, we'll move on. We'll power past that because I could talk about how upset that made me.
It was really bad. Like
PlayStation 4.5, a lot of rumors about it. Supposedly It is a real thing and should be out by October.
It's getting announced before, which is
Getting
cool
announced.
because October is VR headset release time. So I think this will kind of be like a cool thing to like introduce.
Does Sony have another conference this year?
They do. They have E3 conference, which would be perfect to probably announce it at with all the VR stuff that they're coming out with too. I'm kind of curious on the price though. That's all I want to hear. I want to hear price and
I'd
specs.
imagine to be the price of like when it first came out.
Yeah,
like
$399. I want to keep that.
Well,
$300
I think it
price
would be
point.
$600 with like a bundle with the VR.
You know what? He's got a point though. They could up the hard drive
bundle
too.
by-
I don't think they'll do 500 gigs anymore at this
No
point.
way.
You
They-
It'll
think?
cost more than that, considering the VR bundle already costs $500.
Yeah, the VR by itself is $400.
Oh, he said coming with the VR
He
headset?
said with the VR.
Oh, hell no. No way, no.
600?
Yeah,
No
that's
way.
going to be like, if they did that, like they might be able to squeak by with like 800, give you the console and the VR headset.
Unit by itself, I'll say $399 or $499, just the 4.5 unit. So
I agree.
I would buy just the unit too because that's something that I would look forward to. It looks like it sounds like it's going to be smaller. It's going to have more power to it.
I don't even care about like the unit size. Like even if it's a little bit bigger, if it is more powerful and like can upscale the stuff that I currently have and then can promise me better performance on the stuff coming out.
Did they say it was going to
That's
have
really cool.
4K capability?
Yep, 4K.
For
And you know what's
games.
funny too? From launch rumors, that was supposedly going to be a thing in PlayStation 4.
Well, it is. I mean, the PS4 can play 4K video, just not 4K games.
But that's what I'm saying though. It was rumored always for games, and then it just kind of like it was always a rumor mill. It was never official announcement. So I'm kind of curious
Yeah.
if this is kind of coming back.
When PlayStation 4 came out, 4K was just really starting to get the
Yeah, it just
momentum behind
started coming out. Every TV company put out like a 4K TV that year, and then
Yeah,
everybody
they're all
bought them, and then
super
none of the
expensive,
consoles do
yeah.
it. So that's exciting.
I know, Zach, you're going to be really excited about this because we've discussed it. We've discussed renting a van to come to find you when Pokemon Go comes out. And they did show the
God,
video of Pokemon Go, the first kind of glimpse we've
PlayStation
gotten.
or Nintendo?
Obviously Nintendo.
I'm just giving you a hard time.
PlayStation showed it, you guys. Go find it. Ridiculous.
It's
okay.
Pokemon Go.
Okay, so they found it. And they said in April we'll actually get a lot of Sun and Moon footage as well. So it seems like they're kind of keeping that Pokemon mill churning, making sure that we're not losing interest.
And it makes sense too, because like they've got like limited edition plushies that are out at every toy store that are like super hard to get. They have all this Pokemon everything right now.
20th anniversary.
20th anniversary Pokemon's clothing is now on like every retail store around.
Yep.
I can't walk in somewhere without like seeing anything Pokemon related anymore.
good time to be alive.
Well, yeah, it's a really good time to be around for Pokemon, especially if you grew up with it and want to introduce your kids to it too. It's a perfect time.
No, it really is. So I'm really excited with it. It's crazy though, because like a couple years ago, obviously my two big things are Star Wars, Pokemon. I used to walk into a store. If I saw anything Star Wars, anything Pokemon, I just bought it. There wasn't too much of it. It
Now
was easy
it's
enough. There's so much of it.
Coming out the ears.
Yeah, I can't even like do that anymore. Now I have to be very selective about what I buy for both of them, just because I don't have this huge income to buy an entire warehouse full of stuff.
New Pikachu pin that comes in a super card pack.
It's like a $40 card pack. It
Just for
comes
one
with a
pin.
single Pikachu pin, and he wants none of the cards. He just wants the pin.
I'll take your cards.
So if there's anybody out there
For
who wants
$30
a
bucks.
$40 pack of cards for $30, hit up Peter. Let him know. He'll just take the pin. That's all he wants.
What do you guys think of that video though so far? Like what came out? Like, are you impressed? Because it looks very.
From the screenshots
Very
that I
run
saw
down still.
is it kind of brings up like a Google Maps.
Yeah, it shows you as the
you
trainer
can show
on
where
there.
you are, and I
Yeah.
think it shows where your friends are and where the Pokemon are. So
Yeah.
it kind of has you getting out of the house, going around the corner. And then when you bring it up into the screen, it kind of seems like once you get it in frame, you don't have to move your phone anymore. You just throw balls at it. And that doesn't seem like riveting gameplay. But the aspect of the player versus player part of it that they've kind of
Right,
mentioned,
which
we've
they've
heard
never
about.
shown yet.
They
Like
never
we don't
show
know
that.
what
So we don't
battles look
know-
like.
Yeah, we don't know a
nothing.
lot about it. But
From what the commercials show, and once again, they've just shown very little about it. It doesn't look like they're doing anything, though. It doesn't look like a normal Pokemon game where they have their form moves, you're picking them. It looks like you just kind of hit them
Jones of
against
fight.
each other.
Oh,
and the game
didn't I
kind
say
of
that when we
runs
first started
itself.
talking about it?
Well, we did, and nobody debated against that.
they'll probably level up, and I think that how the level was up. You remember? I can't remember which Pokemon came with it. It became a little petameter.
Heart,
Heart silver and heart gold.
A pedometer.
They're both the heart. Soul silver, heart gold. There we
What did
go.
I say?
a pedometer. it rates your pedo.
And I got in trouble.
And a
for
bear comes
pronouncing it
out.
Wrong.
Watch
These are
out.
kids. But no, I mean, I think what it is, you'll get it in your phone, and how much you walk and how much you travel with Pokemon Go active, with your GPS locator on or whatever.
How much battery in your phone you waste and how much data you waste.
Exactly.
This
and,
guy,
and
time
then
to
it'll level
raise.
up your Pokemon that way. I mean, there's tons of games out there already that the more you walk, most phones these days to have the pedometer.
Pedometer.
Do you think?
Pedometer.
Do you think this will facilitate in the new game, Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon? Because I strongly think it's going to. I think it's going to
I don't know
relate.
how-
You can transfer Pokemon over.
Nah, I think it's got nothing to do with each other.
Yeah, it just
Not in the world.
I don't think from moving to a phone to a console like to your DS, because I mean potentially this game is going to come out on the 3DS because
Right.
it's supposed to come out soon. Obviously the VR stuff is still kind of petering out as it is. It's just slowly kind of drizzling
Yeah.
on us. So I'm assuming it's a 3DS game. There's no connection right now between your phone and your 3DS. It's just not an option.
Unless
There's like an online repository. But is Game Freak making the phone version?
Nope.
No, they're not.
So I don't think there's going to be.
that's
too much.
we talked about it one of the previous shows. The people that made that giant Google game Ignis or whatever it's called. So they're the people making it.
Yeah, so I don't see him connecting at all. I think this is more of just a interactive way. It's also a way to get like a new audience who maybe who didn't buy 3DSs, who didn't play Pokemon, to kind of get into it. We're really excited about it. We'll talk to our friends. We'll get them to download it. Blah blah blah.
We're gonna get a van.
Do you guys think
We're
the
gonna
long
drive you
game
around.
is selling more stuff on the mobiles, or maybe just giving them a taste and trying to get people to buy 3DSs or an X handheld?
I get what you mean, like a teaser for like what Pokemon actually is. Like, get this free download on your phone, explore, but then get it on your DS for the real
Yeah,
stuff.
or do you think like they want to encourage?
Microtransactions. There's got to be microtransactions. That's
Probably.
a perfect platform for it. We can do cosmetic, better balls.
God.
I'm all that better ball life.
They like sell you,
Ballin',
like,
I love
ultra
some would
balls
say.
at like $1 a
balls.
piece.
Or you
I
could
get
probably
dirty.
earn them through in-game currency, I'm sure. But it's like you can
Buying
buy
in-game currency.
By
you can buy
walking,
one of
probably
them
by
that-
walking.
Yeah. So you take a step, every 100 steps is $1.
Don't even joke like that. I'll fast before that even happens.
Bundle it up in your jeans and throw it in the dryer.
You know, I doubt they'll do that because people
Turn
can
the heat off.
people do that all the time. They can trick their phones to do that.
Yep.
I don't think they'd do that.
But
Might
then
by
there'll be a
time.
cap, just like on the 3DS when you get the gold coins, you cap out at like $100 a day or $1,000 a day, so that's the most you can get.
Just
and
like
then,
the pedometer on Heart Silver.
exactly.
It would
Butcher.
Heart
Soul
gold,
Silver.
Soul Silver.
whatever. I don't remember. I just remember I got both of them.
Okay, at least since you bought them both, you get a pass. on
Are we?
this, so.
Can we make a burrito bet right here?
Okay, what is it?
We get people. We climb a volcano, and we get Magmar. We get Charizard. We get Moltres. But we go to a volcano.
Okay, before
Whoever cops out first, you got to buy the rest of us burritos.
before we decide on that,
We're going.
I have a question. Do we think in Pokemon Go there's going to be one legendary for everybody, like a Moltres?
No, they already disproved that in the trailer.
That was Pikachu.
It's just a big event. Everybody who's there gets it, but you have to go there.
Lame.
Yep.
kind of like Ingress.
Yeah, like if you're at
there's
like a
like-
central
yeah.
location, everybody can partake in
Yeah.
it. So there really is no such thing as just 3 of the legendary birds. There's now an infinite amount. I want to know if you can get a Ditto though and just have it breed everything for you.
My question with the game though is they're going to have an almost intimate knowledge of the cities that they're putting these places out for, because they can just see
Google
Google
Maps
Maps
platform.
and it just has like things. But even Google Maps are sometimes outdated in places.
Cell
what about
phone can
people who want
patch.
to play this in Baghdad, Arizona?
Guess
There's
what?
nothing
No
out there.
connection, no
You know,
game.
But do you have connection out in Baghdad? There's internet. Out there.
But if you're connecting, it's updating.
Well, yeah, but what I'm saying is like there's places off the roads. I mean, there's like really hazardous land out there that's like
Submit a trouble
hazardous
ticket.
material land out there.
I
they're
bet
not gonna
you.
put it out
I
there.
bet you it doesn't get that. I bet you it gets
Oh,
very.
that'd be a good place to find a grimer.
It gets very basic. It's like, okay, there's going to be deserts. You get desert Pokemon. There's mountains, which will have specific
Sandshrew.
Pokemon in there. It's just going to be very basic. Obviously, cities are going to have Trubbish, Rattatas, things like that.
Ooh,
Vanilla ice
Alakazam
cream
probably.
Pokemon.
It's all going to be based around just like the basic geography. It's not going to be like
Geodude?
in this part of the earth. Like, it's not. No, you're wrong.
But that isolates people who maybe can't travel, or some kids, who
Trade.
They can't travel because travel. I can't just get up and be like, "What time to go to California today?" I'm going to go to the beach.
But we will be.
Like
We
he
will
said,
be
though,
doing that.
That's a lot of trading. That's like the social part of it. It's not just to get you out of your house. It's to get you talking with other people, trading with other people.
Yeah.
Somebody can't come to Arizona and catch the flygon that's outside. So you catch it and you trade it to them for their Lapras because they can catch Laprases all day.
And then you meet up, and then they give you their STDs, and that's that.
Ooh, what if you could get a fishing rod and like cast your phone out into the water? But like,
That'd be cool.
not actually throw your phone,
I wonder
but
how many
like cast
people-
a lure.
I wonder if
My-
somebody's gonna like see Pokemon and throw their phone at it by accident.
My practically rebuttal to
Wrist
that is
strap.
Nintendo has never ever been okay with social interaction. Look how hard it is on the 3DS.
That's why Nintendo's not making it. Game Freak's not making it. They outsourced it to a company who does do phone stuff, mobile stuff, have that online connection because they're like,
Because they have a platform for it already.
they're straight like, we don't know how to do this. Somebody else do it for us.
I wonder if anyone's been stabbed because of Ingress.
Probably.
I
Hey man, why you on my lawn? I'm just trying to hack this node real quick, man. Man, you better get the hell out of my lawn.
Okay,
I can
so-
see that.
I still
happening.
think you guys have way too high hopes for this game.
End of the day, were you happy with the footage?
With the NX controller.
No, with the PlayStation Go footage that we saw.
No, because it's choppy. He even put, I think it's up on a TV too from his phone.
Yeah.
It's like you can tell like it's like the prototype stage for it. But I think the NX controller is going to make that full cycle with cell phones, NX, and DS. I think it's the missing loop out of everything.
We
I'm
don't
just
need
saying
the missing
that.
loop.
I'm just
Moving
saying
on.
that.
Were
Yeah.
you happy with the footage?
Definitely not.
Peter, happy with the footage?
Nope.
I'm going to say no as well. And I would also like to point out, we all gave one-word answers where you gave like a paragraph. You're like, I wrote a short story to explain my
I'll
feelings.
shorten
on
my
Pokemon
responses
Go.
for you.
I can say Zach is wrong because he started to make sense in that sentence, and that's where I know just no. That's all.
Yeah, if I make sense about anything, even if it's a really good
But anything
prediction.
Nintendo, then you're getting your hopes
Oh,
too high.
that's true. Okay, I forgot
Yeah.
we're on the Nintendo topic. I'm
Yeah.
still stuck in Sony mode. I'm sorry.
You are. Okay. So we'll
Yeah.
jump back to Sony. Well, VR. I guess it's not necessarily. Kevin Spacey, fantastic actor, supports VR
A lot.
a lot. He like fully like endorses it. What is that like? What does that mean from a gamer's perspective? What do you guys think that like somebody like that endorsing it is that?
He's been doing it for a while. So like the biggest thing that first came out, he did House of Cards. Great
Yep.
show. If nobody's seen it on Netflix, go watch it.
He did Call of Duty, so he's been like in the gaming industry a little bit.
He had an to with that. He had an iPad game that he was playing that got really big on the
Monument
show.
Valley.
What was it?
Monument Valley.
Monument Valley, which is a really good puzzle game, and that took off. So he likes investing his time. Now, the cool part about this is he doesn't do any like outside research or any outside endorsing. This is all in his personal time. So like when he's acting and doing all this other stuff, he actually likes video games and like likes the technology.
Product placement on House of Cards is too good.
It's really
Yeah.
funny.
Is
He,
that
like
a PlayStation Vita?
very first episode, he's like playing Call of Duty on his like PS3, and then
Yeah.
one episode he like walks in. Is that a PlayStation Vita?
It's so good. Kevin Spacey's great though. So I mean, if he's getting involved with something, people notice. But he genuinely likes this stuff, and he had this long-winded statement I read, and it was great. It was very heartfelt. So it's cool to see somebody of his age getting into this stuff and really endorsing it for what it is. So that makes me really happy about where this stuff is going.
Kevin Spacey has always been really involved with his fans and community. I mean, he's recently done things for film schools. He'll show up, show people how to act, help people learn how to direct, and he'll be an actor in their like little film school movies.
Damn.
So he's always about the little guy. So him getting involved with projects, on his own personal beliefs and stuff like that is really cool because he's very passionate about whatever he is passionate about. And he's very outspoken, well-spoken individual, and he's got a very prestigious acting career behind him. And so I think that anything that he says gives weight, and it's going to get more people into VR, and I think that's a good endorsement to have.
Yeah, I'd like
Yep.
to kind of add to yours. I think because a lot of gamers, we know a lot about VR. We do the research ourselves. We go look at these 30 billion different websites. We go out to events like PSX where we actually get to try them. The mass audience, though, they like VR is a new thing to them. You show somebody even like the Samsung VR, a very simple one, and they're blown away that it's even like a thing now that's like in stores. You can buy it. Your phone works on it. We've been approaching this for a while. We understand that it's a thing. When somebody big like Kevin Spacey kind of comes through and says, look, like VR, this is where it's going. This is going to be a thing. I think it catches attention of people who maybe had nothing to do with gaming beforehand.
But they knew him.
But they knew him.
Yeah.
Kevin Spacey's a notable name. People know who he is.
He's a big net in himself.
Correct.
Like whatever he casts out there, he'll take a whole bunch of people with
Well,
him.
who else big names have done gaming like things. I know Robin Williams was a big one for a while. I mean, he named his kid Zelda.
Yeah.
I think like we forget too, like VR is, we just look at it from the gaming perspective, but VR is launching. It's a lot bigger than gaming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Other industries like movies are getting into this, and there's going to be all that kind of stuff.
Even
and there's
He said he
stuff
liked
like
the utility aspect.
Pornhub.
So the utility
porn,
point
yeah,
of
there's
it.
going to be like gaming is like
That's
a very
out
small
now.
part of VR, and like all these industries like simultaneously are launching this. Gaming is just a part of it.
Even for like really practical stuff like training like technicians and stuff, like how to work a car, like we could put a
Yeah.
VR and you could literally go and fix any vehicle, anything like that, and you don't have to worry about buying this $1 million machine. You know, you can train somebody to fix a helicopter without going to buy a helicopter. You don't
World
get
of
their hands on them.
Guns. Have you ever played World of Guns?
Nope.
The disassembly game? That'd be cool in VR. Sorry, guys.
No, it's cool.
Badass as hell. You got the gun, taking apart, X-ray.
So you guys, a lot of news this week. Definitely go check it out. You know, kind of scour it. Check out the VR stuff for yourself. It's coming soon. I know a few places kind of sold out really quick on their reserves, even Amazon for a while. I think Amazon's actually currently sold out. Keep checking though, because those pre-orders are coming back like every other day. They like pop up for like an hour, sell out really quick. So keep an eye out for it, you guys. And that's the news.